Do 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 do. Yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of hdsports podcast. My name is Dwayne. I'm here with my guys Chubbs and Smooth. In this episode, we'll be discussing the Stefon Diggs trade to the Texans. Does this now make them title contenders? Doing an AFC East mock draft, way too early, award predictions, and giving you guys some of our favorite jerseys of all time. Fellas, how are we doing today, man? How was everyone's weekend?
Good.
Weekends are too short, man.
Yep.
Weekends are way too short, but it's pretty good. Glad to be back. This Friday, we didn't get to talk about, Jason Tatum, but
This Friday coming up is going to be a full basketball playoff preview. The playing is going to happen next week, so Friday we're going to give you guys a full basketball podcast, giving you some predictions on what we think is happening. We've been mainly football focused as the draft is coming here, so we've been locked in, but playoffs are coming. We're going to be locked in. I do want to shout out the South Carolina women. Undefeated season, winning the national championship. Shout out to them. Shout out to Dawn Staley getting another championship ring. So, is there anything y'all want to say about that at all?
Congratulations, but I don't know if you saw her interview like a day beforehand. I want to get y'all thoughts on what she said. So she got a question. I mean, she answered it the right way. But she got a question about if women's college sports should start gearing towards and letting transgender people play. Basically,
trying to get us canceled.
I'm not trying to get us canceled, but she said it. I'm curious what y'all believe. I mean,
I think she said the politically correct.
She said the politically correct answer. But I digress. I disagree.
But wait. What was that?
Basically, she's saying.
Let me throw the disclaimer right there.
Yes,
I have no problem with transgender people at all. Do what you do. Do what you love. You can do a lot of other things that some women could do, and I have no gripes with that. But as far as playing sports, genetically, the way you were born with a man. So you do have some advantages just off the top. And if you're an athlete, you're always going to be an athlete. So maybe a woman athlete may be more athletic than a regular man. But if you were born a man, same way I think if you were born a woman and you transition to a man, I still think you should be playing women's sports because you're going to be at a heavy disadvantage, in my opinion, just because you were naturally born a woman. And you can't take steroids and everything like that in this league. And if you're trying to make it into the professional leagues. So, I'm going to start there. But man, transitioning.
But DL, she was basically asked, like, what does she think about transgender women playing women's basketball? And she answered it the politically correct way. She said, if somebody
might be weird. They gonna be dunking.
Somebody identifies as a woman for whatever she said, then they should be able to play women's sports. That's what she said. I agree with Wayne. I have nothing wrong with transgender people, but you're genetically born a certain way.
Isn't this already an issue with the Olympic swimmer or with the swimmer?
I'm not sure.
I think it was a college swimmer.
Yeah, still all the same. Transgender competing in sports, and now that she won, it's a problem. You know what I mean? So it's we're not gonna have it both ways. I feel like we said, naturally born men should play men's sports, naturally born women should play women's sports, and that's just you know what I'm saying? That's just the way you have to do it because it's just not fair on both levels. So
I mean, God forbid.
You just, I don't even know.
God forbid someone let's say transgender women get to play women's basketball, and God forbid they go on and they whoop people's ass and win a national championship, it's going to be a big issue, I think, in the world, sports media world, is what I'm saying.
But are we talking about like? And I'm not trying to go too deep into it.
I'm not trying to go deep into it.
Are we talking about just like, because it's the thing nowadays? Oh, I identify as a woman, but I'm not doing anything to change to make me into a woman. You know what I'm saying? But I still identify. Well, can I go play women basketball? You know what I'm saying? Like that's going to be the issue. So it's just too much in that to where like if you going to identify this or that, like that's all you have to do to be able to be eligible to do whatever. So that's why I feel like it's just weird. Like you shouldn't be able to do that. So
I didn't want to get into it too much. I just thought that was no one ever said anything about it, and she was asked about it over the weekend, which I thought was pretty.
But I think they wouldn't allow it, bro. They wouldn't allow that, bro. Like I don't really think they would allow it.
I don't think they would allow it either.
It's just I don't know
because there's too much gray area that could be a conflict.
Yeah.
But sorry for asking that question, y'all. I was just curious what y'all thought.
No, it's relevant, so it should be discussed.
So this is coming from the national championship past 2 times, 2 out of 3 years, coach. You know what I mean?
As far as the championship game goes, I thought it was a real good game, honestly. I thought both teams came out, gave what we expected, gave a show. I think South Carolina just kind of adjusted when they needed to in the fourth quarter down the stretch. Caitlin Clark had a decent game. But people might say that she got shut down, but I don't really think she got shut down. Her team just isn't, as dynamic as
28 shots is crazy though, Dale.
You said what?
28 shots is crazy.
That's not crazy for who was shooting them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is they gonna do? They had the big down low. They wasn't feeding the paint. And then their perimeter, South Carolina's perimeter defenders were way better than that of any team that they've seen all year. So,
I don't think she had a bad game.
Yeah, she didn't have a bad game, but what I'm saying, because like when I was watching some people's takes, and it was like, she defended her like to a point where like she was the best defender that she's seen all year. I was just like, I mean, she's still kind of snapped if you ask me.
It was crazy in the fourth quarter.
That's crazy. I said like in the second, pretty much the fourth quarter, they start making the most adjustments. Then they start going on the runs. But I think, a lot of spotlight is being shined on Caitlin Clark, rightfully so, because of what she's done so far. Well, what she has done in her college career, falling short of the championship, obviously, but we ain't giving South Carolina as much credit as we should. They went 30 whatever and
38 and 0.
That's crazy, and Don Staley doing that with 5 new starters on the court. That's something that you don't just turn your head at. That should be the main story here. But I thought it was overall a good game. Women's sports is definitely on the map now. And I like to see it. I definitely do. And these draft is actually in a few days, and I'm anxious to see what the top 6.
That's kind of crazy. Like the draft is in a couple of days, and then they got the season right there. I'm definitely tuned in this year. I think I said this last year. I think we all said this last year. We were on the pod like, we want to start tuning in to women's basketball more and more. I watched a little bit of WNBA. I really kind of wait till the playoffs to really watch it, but I'm tuned in. They already selling tickets for the Caitlin Clark games for some of these teams already.
Yeah, did you know that the championship game was at least $970 per ticket for the women?
That's crazy.
And the men's are only like 6 something.
I got a question. Now we're talking about WNBA for a little bit. For a second, Angel Reese. She declared that she's taking the next chapter. Do you think that financially and bag wise, that was the smartest thing to do for herself? Like, me personally, I think she should have stayed for another year, just get that bag, because she's making $70,000 in the WNBA, not $1 million in endorsements.
What? See, I always thought
NIL.
about that, but what stops them from getting the same money in endorsements?
So guess, endorsement wise doesn't stop, but NIL, you don't get NIL no more. You're getting NIL, which is probably $500K or more plus endorsements. Now you're getting your endorsements plus the $70,000. Now she's probably making money still, but I'm saying like she could have still made a whole bag for just a year, really a half a semester.
One thing I think the NIL did great for women is because they get to really market themselves in college outside of just like depending on like ESPN and everybody else. So now they have a significant following. So I think the endorsement money actually might increase or something as that goes on because now she's a professional athlete, gonna be on these professional games now. That class, her Paige, Cameron Brink, all of them, they expanded the game of basketball. That's probably gonna be looking back the most influential basketball, like not saying best players, but they're like the most influential cast of girls that class,
Well,
right?
Paige is staying.
Yeah, but I'm
So
saying
is
she's
Haley.
part of that class. So yeah,
You
I think Andrew Reese. Also, you don't got to go to school. People tired of
But
going to
the
school.
thing is, I
She's
think
only there for half a semester.
because you brought up Angel Reese, I do think that it wasn't best for her to declare because of her developmental game.
I will agree there.
I don't think
I mean,
she's
she
there
still has
yet
room to grow.
as a big, but going to the league as a big, I don't, you know what I'm
You're not
saying?
doing many
I
games
feel
for
like
real.
there's little.
She don't shoot.
She doesn't, and she's slow. You know what I mean? Like she's slow. She's just bigger than everybody in college right now, but that's not going to be the same.
She makes 2K build and puts post control all the way up like Wayne.
No wrong. She's good. She's a good defender too.
She's no ball handle.
Great rebounder. Great rebounder.
I think she'll definitely.
Great
I think
rebounder,
she
great
definitely should
shot
have stayed
blocker.
for that reason, though. But as far as I feel like she declared more so because of all the stuff. Maybe if it's like how she said it was, all the stuff that was happening in college as far as her not even being able to go to class, having to take online classes, the bullying and all that stuff. So maybe that was the reason as to why she didn't want to come back. But I think she will. I don't think she's going to go in the league right away and make an impact, but she's definitely, she definitely has a bright future in my opinion.
They need to. I know it costs a lot of money to do this, but more and more like people like Juju's going to be coming in the league. I need this. People need to keep this momentum going. I think Juju's going to keep the momentum for the next 3-4 years. Next year's going to be about her versus Paige. It's going to be a crazy time story. But I think this group of girls are going to help expand. Like Flu Wiley, she's nice too. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina got some dogs on them too. So,
yeah.
I want them to expand the WNBA because there's so many great players that are not playing WNBA because it's so small. Like some rookies don't even. You may get drafted in the first round, but you may not make the team because you're just not better than anybody else. So that's like a huge problem. I know a couple girls on the LSU team last year. They got drafted and weren't able to make WNBA teams, which is crazy. Like I'm a first round draft pick and I might not get. So
I heard. Well, I think she's projected. She's not even projected the top 3 pick.
Who?
Angel Reese is like projected.
She's not projected the top. She's not projected the top 5 pick.
She's like 7th or 8th right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you got Cameron Brink, who's probably
not really wild, but I don't know.
I mean, Caitlin Clark going 1 overall.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark's going 1 overall, but then you got like Cameron Brink. You got girls.
Does not winning the championship. That was a question. Obviously, does not win the NCAA championship. Kind of put a smudge on Caitlin Clark's resume.
I mean, she won't be the greatest, but she's still one of.
Yeah, like Chubb said, I think it makes her the greatest scorer, but not one of the greatest players. Not the greatest player. So I think undoubtedly she might be the greatest scorer to ever play the game of college basketball. But when it comes to being the GOAT, I don't think she's in the top 5. Like people are acting weird. They're like, "Why I hate?" I'm like, no. In every sport you play, you cannot be considered in the GOAT conversation until you get a ring.
I'm gonna tell you something. The GOAT is still in college right now. I'm telling you, she's gonna be the GOAT.
And Juju's
gonna be the GOAT.
Breanna Stewart won 4 championships. I mean,
I'm talking about. She's gonna break Caitlin's scoring.
Yeah. The GOAT right now is
and this her. I have never seen a girl. I have never seen a girl play basketball the way she plays.
Diana Taurasi right now is the GOAT.
My opinion.
To me, Maya Moore is the GOAT to me.
No. That's Maya Moore's the best of all time. Her career didn't last as long.
Yeah.
The playmaking,
she's the best of all time.
Bro.
Finishing, like
that was really when I watched that. Like when I first started watching girls basketball, like when she was playing, I was like,
if Juju develops in a more consistent shooter.
Nah, Juju plays this might sound fucked up, like a nigga. She plays like a guy. She looks like a guy, bro. The shit I saw her doing.
It's gonna mesh into like fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? She plays real street, but like it's gonna get smoothed out. It's definitely gonna get smoothed out. You know, as she gets older, so she's definitely gonna be the one to watch. What you said? She was 6'2", 6'3"?
She's crazy.
She's cool. I didn't know she was that big. I didn't know she was that big.
It runs floor to floor like like Braun, but girl.
Yeah, that's funny because I knew about Juju. When was it? Like 2 years ago? Because it was like this video, like somebody showing, like I think Braun went to her game, and I was like, hold up, she hooping. I was like, she hooping. She's like a junior, like, oh, this is the #1 basketball player in the world. Like I think Braun and Quavo was at her game, and she had dropped like 60. I saw, and I was like, yo, she is hooping. Like they were showing highlights. I'm like, nah, she hooped like a dude. She hooped better than Bronny.
She better than Bronny.
She probably beat Bronny 1-on-1. No cap.
I would. Same height.
Let's be on here in basketball. Let's keep going. Bronny declaring for the draft, but looks like he's going to see what people think what he should work on and where he's projected to be before deciding to go somewhere. Which we know he's not going to be at USC anymore because he's getting a transfer portal because the coach that he got there with is probably going to be fired. So, what are our thoughts on that?
My thoughts is he's going to be in the draft process, but he's not actually going to get drafted or declare. He's going to play at Ohio State, and his brother's going to play with him. That's what I think is going to happen. He's transferring to. I mean, his brother's going to be a freshman next year, right? Or is he still a senior?
Senior. Bryce, like, no, I think Bryce going to his junior. Actually,
you sure? I saw Bryce in Ohio State jersey. So yeah. Maybe he's going into a senior.
Bryce better be a junior, I think.
Yeah. No way. I feel like he's older than that.
But
I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, he about to be a junior next year.
That's crazy. Then Bronny's not staying for 3 years.
Never mind. We wrong. Class of 2025. He's a senior next year. Yeah. So they might go to Duquesne.
Bro, he's not going to Duke. He's not going anywhere other than anywhere in California, bro. Like he's
Duquesne?
Not. He's going to transfer to and get playing time, bro.
He's going to go. Bro, Bronny's going to Ohio State.
Bronny's going to go somewhere so he can play.
He's going to Ohio State.
He's going to play at Duquesne. Why he can't play at Duquesne?
He's going to start. Duquesne
in Pennsylvania. That's
right.
Why.
And he's going to play.
The reason why he went to USC in the first place was because LeBron plays in LA.
What are we going to get away from his daddy?
He's going to Ohio State.
LeBron has failed.
Going to Ohio State, bro. Ohio State.
Let's talk about it.
Why wouldn't he go to Ohio State?
Bron failed Bronny.
Why wouldn't he go? Deal. Why wouldn't he go to Ohio State?
Why would he? Because LeBron's from there.
He can. Just what you said. He can play right away.
He can go to Cal and play, bro. He can go to Cal.
He's not.
He can go to San Diego State. He can go to San Diego State. He can go anywhere in California and play. Like
he can play a lot at Ohio State right now.
But he's not going to like. They don't.
Those teams are better than USC, and he couldn't play over there.
And Big Ten is a better.
What teams are better than USC?
San Diego State.
Well, San Diego State is Cal. No, I was thinking more so. He's going somewhere in California, bro, or somewhere on that side. I was thinking like Oregon, or I was like, nope, Oregon just made it to the Sweet 16.
They're going to UCLA.
They don't need him. Yeah, I say UCLA. Nope, they don't need him. So he's not.
We're buddy from Last Chance U basketball win. That's where he going.
Sacramento State.
I'm joking. Nah, not
Long Beach.
He's gonna stay on. I'm not.
Long Beach Farley. He going Long Beach State. Yeah, he going there.
He gonna stay on the West Coast. I'm not gonna say he's gonna stay in California. He definitely gonna stay on the West Coast though.
But I'll do some gentleman's bet. He going to Ohio State.
He going to Duquesne to play with his godfather, man.
No, he's not.
I go play with his godfather, bro.
Anyway, but I think it's a mistake.
Having a two-way contract for a draft in college.
I think it's a mistake. But apparently, some GMs are saying he has the defense ability of an NBA player right now. Which
he's best suited. His game is best suited for NBA. That's why I said Braun failed him, because Braun molded that nigga to be a role player, not a superstar.
Yeah, not just a bucket.
Yeah, Braun molded him to be a role player in the league. You're gonna be learning how to play with your daddy.
Yeah, you're gonna learn the game. You're gonna learn the game instead of just going out there and getting buckets.
Braun molded him to be a goddamn Patrick Beverly instead of molding him to be Braun. I'm like,
Hey, hot take. Bronny James gonna be a better NBA coach than NBA player.
that's nasty, bro.
I said hot take. Oh man. But no, if y'all say second round, if anything.
Who?
Bronny.
Nah, he wouldn't get drafted, bro.
Undrafted?
He's not going, bro.
He's not going undrafted.
He's going back to college. He's going back to college.
He gonna be a Buckeye.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to this end. Stefon Diggs was traded. It's been rumored that his contract is only a 1-year contract. He'll be a free agent after this year.
It's not rumored. It's confirmed.
Confirmed. For a second-round pick next year, not this year, and a 5th and 6th round pick along with Stefon Diggs went to the Houston Texans. What are his outs? I want to ask you guys something because this might make DL mad, but the rumors are, and the takes that I'm seeing, I don't believe this, but people are saying Stefon Diggs may be at the end and not worth the trouble, which is why they got rid of him. Well, what are y'all thoughts about
for the Bills or just in general? Like just for the Bills?
Like
they're saying his career is on a spiral down.
Yeah, he's going down. He is the. I don't
agree with that.
Goes down.
I don't agree with that. I think, given the right situation, he can flourish. Obviously, like he wouldn't go to a shitty team and uplift them at this point.
When you say that, not to interrupt you, that's when people say his career is on a decline. Because people that are great people, you never say in the right situation. You say, I just know that ball no matter where he at.
Well, you got to have a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Like he had Josh Allen. He was having an issue with Josh Allen is what I'm saying. You can't give him like Daniel Jones and expect him to like uplift. He's going to make Daniel Jones a little bit better, but he's not going to like make Daniel Jones be like a top 10 quarterback is all I'm trying to get at. Now,
some people would call Josh Allen Daniel Jones before he went over there.
I just think that he's in a very good situation where I don't think he's going to decline this year.
Is he the wide receiver 1 over there?
They got a couple wide receiver 1s. Like
answer the question, Chuck. Is he the wide receiver
on paper? Yes.
To you, Chuck, is he the wide receiver 1 over there?
Yeah. Because none of the guys that that are over there, I've ever talked about them being top 5 or top 10. So yeah, he's the wide receiver 1 over there. Stefon Diggs is going to ball out in Houston, by the way, in my opinion, which is we're going to get to. You said wait, Shirley predictions. I think he is the guy that's going to get CJ Stroud an MVP. No dark horse. He's going to get the MVP.
I don't know Stefon Diggs is wide receiver 1 over there, but come on.
But I think it was time. I think his play digressed towards the end of his stint in Buffalo because of the issues he was having with Josh Allen. There was a report that came out that I think it was week 1 last year. They lost the first game of the season, and Stefon Diggs was like whining and being a diva in the locker room, and Josh Allen screamed out, "It's one fucking game, relax." And apparently the guy that reported this said other people talked to Josh Allen about the game, not just Stefon, and he was not like that verbal towards those guys. So like he had issues with Stefon before the season even started. Coming back from last year's playoff game, the previous year's playoff game. So they had issues the whole time. So I don't know how y'all feel. If you aren't in a good situation, you don't like the situation you're in, you think you're going to play to your best ability as a football player? No. You're not. If you don't like your coach, you don't like your quarterback, you're not going to perform to your highest of your ability because you're worrying about that stuff and just worrying about ball. But I don't know. I'm glad he got out of Buffalo. Kind of sick he went to Texans because Texans didn't really need anybody else. Like they needed some, but they're already a good team. That just makes them even better. Watch out for them. Watch out for Texas this year. They're definitively the best team in their division, and probably like we said, like they're probably in the conversation for contenders in the AFC now. just based off that. And that Wayne, the fact they got Stefon and people are penciling them in as contenders should tell you something about Stefon Diggs. That's all I end on.
DL, give me your thoughts about this trade and what this means.
It means the Bills have a lot of work to do. They got their work cut out for them. They have no offensive weapons. They traded a set for a second round for next year. Doesn't help them now. They are easily the worst team in our division right now. So I would imagine, that they're not in a win now mentality. Obviously, no cap space to add players too much. So I think obviously for the Texans, it was a win. Put him on a 1-year contract, I think it's kind of smart. Mostly because of what he does bring with him. We've seen him and his emotions get the best of him in Buffalo when he doesn't get the ball, whatever the case may be. But I feel like his passion. But, I think it was a good sign for him. He's definitely receiver one. I don't know what we're talking about. Saying he's regressed is just ridiculous to me. He's top 4 receivers right now, I believe, in receptions as well as yards over the past 4 years. And 1,100 yards in a year. If that's not good to me, if that's not good to people, then I don't know what is. Obviously, he didn't get as much touches as I'm not gonna say as much touches, but he didn't see the ball as much the second half of the season last year, along with Josh Allen having a lot of turnovers last year as well. You need a quarterback to be able to play good. Any receiver does. So him going over there with CJ Stroud definitely puts, like Chris said, the Texans number 1 in their division with no problem, in my opinion. But I think it was a good move. It was time for Buffalo and Diggs to part ways. And I'm glad that they got it done sooner than later. So now I'll probably be rooting for the Texans a little bit more. But only because I want to see CJ Stroud succeed. I had him being the best quarterback last year. And of course Diggs, my favorite receiver. So yeah. Just my thoughts, my 2 cents. I don't know what people are talking about as far as his regression, but
I think they're talking about, he's a guy like Tua. For some reason, as we get later in the season, tends to get a little bit colder. The play does decrease. I know what it is. We've been seeing that. I think this was a great trade for the Texans and I think both teams won, in my opinion. You get rid of somebody that was bad in the locker room, and then you get a young quarterback, a great weapon. But DL, you have to admit, in the playoffs, he's been very underwhelming. And in late November through late November to January, which is the playoffs, he's been very disappointing in much regards.
I'm not going to say he's been very disappointing. I mean, you can say that specifically speaking. I think most recently in some games he did drop a few passes, but before that, it's just a matter of Josh Allen not finding an open man. And that's just what it is, whether it's him being doubled or whatever the case may be. You got to give your best receiver a chance. And I think too often Josh Allen hasn't been targeting him in late game situations and playoff situations, been going after Gabe Davis when he was playing. Tight ends, again, running the ball more, design quarterback runs. So it just game plan has changed. I don't know why that is the case, but you can't really blame that on him. I wouldn't blame that on him, you know what I'm saying? Because we see what he does when he has.
When they featured him less in the offense last year, that's when they started to go on a winning streak.
Because they started running the ball, and what we always say, running the ball helps.
James Cook always caught the ball as well. Sherfield also caught the ball as well.
So again, they weren't targeting him; they were targeting other people. He wasn't the focus of their offense, right?
So let's talk about the Chiefs game, this playoffs game. There were no double teams. It was mono a mono.
Two good corners, right?
And he's supposed to be a top 4 receiver. And he got completely shut down. And then when he had an opportunity to make a big play, he dropped a pass.
I just said you just alluded to the one game that I talked about. Literally the one game that I just talked about.
But for someone, and so the question is the drama worth it when you need him the most? He doesn't show
What
up.
I'm saying, what drama are we? All right.
Yeah,
so
we're not gonna have
here's my thing. Here's my thing. We look at again. This is recency. I feel like a lot of this stuff is recency, whatever. Because again,
what is recency to you?
we say drama. We say drama. But if a player is upset with their touches, AB did the same thing. He threw his equipment off and walked.
He was drama.
When it's not, I don't think it's drama because it's not like we aren't talking about Diggs is toxic in the locker room. It's just between him and Josh Allen. No, it was Dwayne, let me finish. The tension was between him and his quarterback, and people thinking that he was frustrated, which he was, that he wasn't getting the ball. It wasn't. Diggs is. Yes, obviously last year, 2 years ago, after that playoff game when they lost, it was a playoff game, last game of the season. Walked out. Obviously, that's not team like, but it's not like every day he's a problem in the locker room. That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like people are talking about when it comes to drama. He's not a problem in your everyday setting in the locker room. He's not toxic in your everyday.
So when his brother's tweeting things about the situation, that you think his brother just coming up with these tweets?
What? No, bro. No.
I don't know what. I mean, I don't know specifically what tweets we're talking about.
Them motherfuckers talk daily.
Trayvon Diggs had some tweets throughout the year last year when he wasn't playing about his brother in that situation, and they weren't the Josh Allen friendliest.
I think specifically this past year, in the end of last year and this past year, things have been kind of falling off between the Diggs and the Bills. And that's why we were talking about trees, and that's why it happened. But again, I feel like that came from the game plan and the scheme because, like you said, in late game situations and playoff situations, they aren't, you might say, he's getting clamped. He's not getting but you're still not giving your receiver opportunity to make that play. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you got your best against my best. Still, I'm gonna give you a chance to make the play. And that's what was not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like I said, he did drop a pass that was crucial. But again, I mean, that's one of how many. We forget the Minneapolis Miracle when he caught the ball to send him to the playoffs. I mean, we forget about stuff that he's done, like all players in general, but because of the stuff that's happened recently, like that's why I understand why the talks about him not being whatever, like top whatever, is just kind of crazy because of 1 year that he didn't have the numbers that he usually has. But I don't think I think he's a good asset. Whatever. Sometimes you can deal with the drama if he's a good asset. Michael Jordan was was a drama queen. Basic comparison.
Yeah, but those some people are worth the drama. And Stefon Diggs is not worth the drama.
All right. Well, when he's the number one receiver this year, number 2, 3.
Number one, what?
When he's top 3 in the league, will he be worth the drama?
Who is he going to be better than?
Are we going to say it's because of CJ Stroud?
I mean, proof is in the pudding with CJ Stroud. So,
with what? Him making the playoffs?
Making the playoffs. Big first win. Not a lot of QBs win their first playoff games. Jordan Love and CJ Stroud definitely did that. And Stefon Diggs is not the wide receiver 1 on that team anymore. He's the wide receiver 2.
Okay. I'm just saying that to argue, but okay. You really are, but okay. Give me a 1,500-yard receiver. Give me a 1,500-yard receiver.
Nico Collins going to have a better year than him next year?
You said what?
You don't think Nico Collins going to have a better year than him next year?
I don't. But I don't think so. I honestly don't. But if he does, it's going to be because Diggs is on the field. Like, come on. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. Like,
Diggs will get attention.
Wayne, don't start being nasty.
Come out.
Don't start being nasty, bro.
So
if all right. So if Diggs is the number 2, don't say he's going off because he's not being guarded by the best corner. Don't say that.
Do you know what Nico Collins did this last year?
I don't care. He never had a 1,500-yard season.
Stefon Diggs didn't have that last year.
He didn't. I know he didn't.
Nico Collins almost had 1,300 yards. He was 3 yards away.
Almost don't count. Next sentence.
3 yards away from 1,300 yards. He had
Almost
200.
don't count.
1,200. He had
He's
1,000.
never had a 1,500 yard season.
Let me finish my sentence.
Is it relevant because you're talking about one good year from a
No,
good year?
if he goes off again next year, it's going to be because of Diggs. I'm saying he went off this year with no Diggs.
So I think his numbers are going to regress then because his touches is going to decrease.
He only did it on 80 catches last year.
He's going to have 60.
To be honest, I don't think anybody might be getting double teamed because you got to deal with them 3 receivers and Dalton Schultz. So somebody's getting one-on-one or 3 of them are getting one-on-ones.
They're just good on offense.
If anything. So
they
got Joe Mixon. Yes.
If CJ Stroud come out and poop it up, then what?
Are they contenders? Yes.
That's just not a possibility, huh?
They are contenders based off that offense they just assembled, and they have a crazy pass rush. That's going to get.
Where are they in the AFC right now?
Well, they're below the Ravens and Chiefs. No order. They're still below them. They might be slightly.
No, I need the order. Give me the order.
I still got. I'll give Chiefs the 1. I'll give Ravens 2 just because you got Lamar Jackson over there. He wins football games. 3. I'll probably go Dolphins. 4. I'm going 3 Dolphins.
We had this argument. Why are the Dolphins better than the Texans?
3 I got Dolphins. 4 I got Texans. 5
Answer my question.
Jets.
Why are the Dolphins better than Texans?
I think they got better defense. Dolphins.
How?
Overall.
How?
You see who they got? They acquired a pass rush. They have the DBs.
So they got Shaquille Barrett.
They got more than Shaquille Barrett, Wayne.
Who else they got?
You want me to get the list up? We went through the list with Joey. We literally went with
two.
They got 2 people coming off of injuries. One Achilles injuries. I know they got
What does that have to do with anything? Medicine's different nowadays.
Huh?
Anthony Richardson coming off injury. He ain't going to ball. So how about
that? Right.
They got 2 people coming off of injuries, right? They lost their best defensive player.
Who?
Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, they did. They lost him. But they picked up Jordan Poyer.
Old as hell. Next.
Still a great safety that was all pro just a year ago before last year. Okay, next.
Bad neck.
Shaq Barrett. You can get something out of him. Okay.
Rotation piece, go.
That's a starting.
He's not going to start on that team.
That's a starting guy. They got Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks, they upgraded their linebacker. I dare you to say something bad about Jordan Brooks. I dare you.
What did Jordan Brooks do last year?
He had 140 tackles.
Was he good?
Yes, he's good.
Go.
Kendall Fuller. Fuller.
That's a good signing.
Anthony Walker Jr., another better linebacker than Jerome Baker. You want me to keep going? They added pieces. You want to keep going?
Bro, Anthony Walker Jr. is not fucking better than Jerome Baker, bro. I don't know what we're talking about right now.
They got Neville Gallimore, which is not a bad D tackle, not better than.
Why are you lying, bro? First of all, he had 111 tackles last year.
What do you have the previous year? Sorry, he had Bobby Wagner. He had Bobby Wagner with him that year. But what do you have the previous year, Wayne?
Every year.
What do you have last year, the previous year, before Bobby Wagner was on the team?
Yeah, 161.
Okay, shut up then. Don't stop talking to me. He added Bobby Wagner, who's a tackle machine too.
Tackles, bro.
He was a second lead tackle on the team.
He had 161 tackles, only 3 were for a loss. Miss me with that shit, bro.
Who cares about that shit? You said the same thing about Roquan, and Roquan was definitively the top 2 linebacker. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Shut up.
Is he Roquan?
Shut up. He's not, but you said something. You said the same shit about Roquan.
Is he Roquan?
You said the same shit about Roquan and was wrong.
And then he went to go play with Patrick Queen and became better.
All right, bro. Okay. You see, you got to do a jab in there, a joke, because you're wrong.
Did he not play with Patrick Queen?
I am talking about your take about tackles. You said the same thing about Roquan before he joined the Ravens. Before he joined the Ravens, he said the same about Roquan, and Roquan was a top 2 linebacker.
When he joined Patrick Queen, did he not get better?
mean, he played with a better linebacker, yes, but he's still
played with a better D line.
Time out, Wayne. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not talking over me. Wayne, Roquan Smith or Patrick Queen?
I'll tell you after this year.
No. We're not doing that. All right, next. Let's move on.
They both all pros.
Let's move on. One has been All Pro 1 twice, and one has been All Pro 2 one time.
Two are CJ Stroud.
I'm taking CJ.
The receiving core in Miami or the receiving core in Texans?
Well, right now Texans, but the Dolphins receiving core is not finished. We're getting built.
Right now. Okay.
Right now Texans.
If they pick up Odell, which receiving core are you taking?
I don't even think it's going to be Odell. I think they're going to draft somebody. I think
they draft somebody. Which one? What running back or what receiver core are you taking?
I don't know because, I mean, we knew Tank Dell was going to be nice as a second-round pick, so who knows?
All right. Offensive line.
Dolphins can get one of Malachi Corley for damn near. You never know.
Texans offensive line or the Dolphins?
I'll take Texans. Cool.
Texans defensive line or the Dolphins?
Texans.
Texans linebackers or the Dolphins?
Dolphins.
You're taking the Dolphins linebackers or the Texans linebackers?
I'm not. Will Anderson's D line for me. If we was outside linebacker, sure, but I'm taking
Christian Harris over everybody on Dolphins right now.
Okay, that's your opinion.
And obviously the Dolphins DBs went that.
Right.
So in more categories we picked the Texans, but you still say the Texans are not.
I think we probably did half and half, but cool.
It wasn't half and half. We did quarterback, receiver. You picked quarterback, receiver, O-line, D-line.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Okay.
You only gave the Dolphins linebackers, DBs.
Wide receivers is what my opinion was.
You didn't know. You said the Texans. You said the Texans for wide receivers. That's what you said, Chubbs.
All right. Well, give me the Dolphins tight ends.
The Dolphins what?
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins what? All right, but now you don't say anything to say, bro. Let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
But my thing is DL.
Let's move on.
DL question. No, this ain't.
There's no way.
It's about Roger.
You're taking Donald Smith or
DL. Question. Did he add? No, see what he's doing. He's talking. DL. What's the question? What is your top 5? Right? My top 5. Stop getting mad because I got.
Stop that you don't believe in that situation.
Stop.
DL. Anytime somebody wrong, that's what they always say. But it's my list. Like, come on, bro.
But you asked me my opinion. I think it's
I knew it. I knew you didn't believe it. And everybody said the Texans were better than the Dolphins, and now you're saying you're picking the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm picking the Dolphins.
That don't make sense. When every single thing you pick the Texans have better things than the Dolphins. So is Mike McDaniel that much greater coach than D'Amico Ryans?
Yes. I'm going to go over it. Now,
where do you have the Texans in the AFC contender ranking?
I got them 4th or 5th.
Thank you.
Who do you have in front of them?
Had them 4th.
The teams that Chris said, and then the Jets. So I actually have them 4th.
Thank you.
How are the Dolphins better? I would have.
No, not the Dolphins. Not the Dolphins. I have the.
Thank you. I'm okay. Chuck, you said there would have been no argument for me.
And they 4th.
You said the Dolphins.
That's fine. I got the Dolphins 3rd.
Chiefs, Ravens, Jets. I'll probably go Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Jets, and then whoever.
So you got them 3rd.
Yeah. But Jets and Texans are, to me, like, that's my juggernaut. I feel like that's my juggernaut in the AFC this year.
And you don't think
it's funny? You guys could probably do the same thing head to head with the Ravens and Texas team, and you probably will say, "Oh, the Texans have better groups," but they're not better than the Ravens because the Ravens have Lamar Jackson who wins hella games.
I think everything on the defensive end, I'll give it to the Ravens. Running game, I'll give to the Ravens, and quarterback, I think it's a. So no, we wouldn't do the same thing, Chubbs.
I think you're wrong.
And you guys got a better O-line.
Not right now, we don't.
Oh, so then they got a better O-line. But it's still Lamar Jackson. Are you saying your team is on the same level as the Dolphins? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, my team is definitely the second best team in
Okay,
the
so
AFC.
why the fuck would you bring y'all up?
But I'm saying if you're talking about
That's your top two. So why would you bring y'all up?
bring it up because you're saying, well, you say this how many on this position group and this how many on this position group. You get the same shit with the Ravens, but the Ravens are better than
No,
because they're gonna win the football game.
No, you know why? Because you know why I did that? Because I know there's a gap between CJ Stroud and Tua.
Some people might disagree with that.
What do you think?
Some people might disagree with that. Based off stats, I don't know, man. Based off stats, I don't know.
You already heard me yelling at Joey the other day when he tried to say he's taking Tua over CJ Stroud and Jordan Love, and Tua ain't win no goddamn playoff game.
Personally, if this was a Madden like draft, I'm probably picking CJ Stroud to be my franchise quarterback. But if this is real life, we're talking about stats.
Nasty work, man. All right, man. Let me get your way too early predictions, guys. Way too early predictions. So we got MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, most Comeback Player of the Year, Coach of the Year. Is that the 5 awards?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do rookies yet because we just don't know who got drafted where. So,
well, quarterback, I'm putting the guy we talking about, CJ Stroud. Probably be my MVP pick this year. I think he has all the pieces around him. Now, I got a question for you guys. If CJ Stroud's team ends up having a dud this year, which is highly unlikely, but if there is a dud, are you going to be on CJ Stroud's ass?
They're going to blame Stefon Diggs.
I don't think so.
They're going to blame Stefon Diggs. If it's offensively,
because he has everything this year. There's no excuses.
If offensively, CJ Stroud does not look the same, they're going to blame Stefon Diggs.
Which is crazy.
That's crazy.
I feel like
it's true though. They're going to.
He's a scapegoat.
He's going to be the scapegoat.
He's a scapegoat.
But I got CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud will be protected and hidden if he has a sophomore slump because they added a receiver who's perceived as a diva to that team. And if they start losing, Stefon Diggs is going to be wilding out.
That's when it's signed a year deal.
Because they shouldn't be losing, bro. That's
you see Stefon Diggs. They're gonna play at 1:00 by halftime. Stefon Diggs is gonna be.
But that's the thing. You don't think
that's where he's going after this year, by the way. Bro.
Like if I'm upset because we're losing because we shouldn't be losing, you don't think that's valid? Like we're talking about them like they're the number 3 team in the NFL, and they get out there and start being trash and they get mad, and then now, I'm the bad guy because I'm mad because we're losing when we shouldn't be.
You can't express it there, man.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, so I got CJ Stroud as my MVP. What about y'all?
What'd you say?
For me, Jordan Love. If they were to win 11, 12 games with that receiving core he has, which I think is really good, but there's no big name guys. If he does what he did the second half of the season last year, up until the second half of the 49ers game, he's going to win MVP.
I could have very well went another direction, but I'm not going to do that again the 3rd year in a row. 4th year in a row.
I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers, man. I think Aaron Rodgers wins MVP this year. I was looking at the stat, and it was like Aaron Rodgers through the MVP season through 38 touchdowns, 5 picks. But I went back and looked at all his picks, and he really only threw 1. Every last one was tipped. I mean, obviously on paper it's a pick, but I think Aaron Rodgers has always been consistent. Well, for the most part, he's been consistent over his career. And this is the year we've been waiting to see him as far as having a good team, weapons offensively. So I think he is going to, he's had a lot of time to rest as well. He gained from the sideline. I think, this is MVP year. He might hang it up after this. So I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers.
That's a good award for him, but it's not the award that he's going to get.
You come back? Nah, I got another one to come back.
My comeback player of the year is Anthony Richardson. So.
NFL MVP. Yeah, we're on the.
I knew you were going to say Anthony Richardson.
You say MVP already, Wayne?
Yeah, I said Jordan Love.
You said Jordan Love.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers for comeback just because he tore his Achilles in 4 plays. That's probably going to be the consensus if he balls out. Let you know. But my dark horse, I'm going to be a dark horse to come back because I think if this guy gets an opportunity, which I think is very possible if the team is playing like crap and he's playing like crap, Jameis Winston. If Deshaun Watson plays,
you said what? Dark horse?
Yeah, dark horse for comeback player of the year is going to be Jameis Winston.
Well, I thought you said for MVP.
Not MVP. No. Jameis Winston for comeback because God forbid something else happens with Watson where he's hurt or he isn't playing up to par. I think they'll give Jameis a shot because I think Deshaun's stay and patience with the organization is running thin because of all the money they spent and the less like wins that it's resulting in. Like he's not really doing anything with that huge ass guaranteed contract, which I think is kind of like ticking them off a little bit. I would feel some type of way if I'm paying all this guy this money and we're just winning games but not really doing much. Like, you know what I mean? So I could see where he gets benched and Jameis comes in and gets comeback player of the year somehow, some way. Because that team's not a bad team.
Tell me, who you picked to be a comeback player of the year?
Dark horse. My pick is Aaron Rodgers, but I'm saying dark horse if Deshaun plays poorly for the Browns, which is very possible.
Deshaun is never going to. The last time Deshaun.
I'm just saying, Wayne. No, Deshaun is not Deshaun. Like, what are you talking like? The way you talk about Deshaun is like he still plays for Texans. Like, I hate it. I really hate it.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying because of the money that's on the table, because you can't just release him. You still got to pay him.
You're not going to release him.
Yeah.
But he's
you're never going to bench him.
But you're going to so Wayne, that doesn't make any sense to me. If your org is losing games and you need to, if you're trying, the ultimate goal is to go to playoffs and win a Super Bowl.
But they weren't losing games, so I just don't see that happening.
Joe Flacco came in and played better than him.
The way y'all hype how Joe Flacco played last year is really
Wayne, that's not a fact. That's not a fact. He didn't come in and play better than any time he's played for the Browns.
No.
Bullshit. That's bull.
The nigga threw a pick six every goddamn game, and y'all was sitting there hyping it, and y'all robbed Damar Hamlin of a goddamn reward. I'm sick of this Joe Flacco shit. He had 1 to 2 good games, and games where CJ Stroud even play versus the Texans. I'm sick of this man, bro.
Wayne.
Deshaun
played 12 games in 2 seasons.
He had a 2-to-1 interception ratio, bro, and y'all hyping it. And then you're being so damn nasty.
6 games, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
6 games that Deshaun Watson played last year after not playing football for 2 years. Last year he was getting back into shape. I guarantee you Deshaun Watson's gonna have a Pro Bowl year this year. I'm sick of this Deshaun Watson slander.
I guarantee
we done with the Deshaun Watson slander. We done with it.
He's the 4th best quarterback in his division. He's trash. Sorry. This is a guy that we called top 5.
He's not the 4th best quarterback.
He's the 3rd.
Russell's better than him.
He's the 3rd.
Joe Burrow's better than him.
He's the 3rd best.
Lamar's better than him. Russ cooks more than Deshaun.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Deshaun's winning games. He may have won games as a game manager last year, but he was winning games. So defensive player of the year.
I'm gonna give it to Will. And I'm giving this a Texan party. Will Anderson is gonna benefit. It's either gonna be Will Anderson or Daniel Hunter. One of them are gonna benefit from the other and get a ton of sacks this year, like a ton. One of them are gonna win it, or TJ might win it fine this year. Now that Aaron's gone. So it's either TJ or Will Anderson for me.
My comeback player is Jettis, by the way.
I thought TJ come back already.
For defense, I don't know who you got, Wayne. I'm still trying to think.
Jalen Carter.
Said no rookie, so I'm trying to think.
Jalen Carter, Philadelphia Eagles. I got Jalen Carter winning defensive player of the year. Either him or Chris Jones.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it with the line. I'm gonna go Max Crosby this year. I think he had a good year or a better year than last year. He was actually. Wasn't he up there last year?
He finished third, I think. I'm pretty sure. And Christian Wilkins on that team now, so do some big things.
Yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Offensive Player of the Year. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Saquon. I think Saquon's gonna have a dominant year this year, bro. I really do.
I'm gonna be biased as hell.
All purpose, huh?
I'm gonna be biased as hell.
Mm.
Derrick Henry is gonna win Offensive Player of the Year this year. He's gonna have crazy touchdowns just because he's playing with Lamar. You think Gus 12 touchdowns splitting backfield is crazy? Just wait.
Derrick Henry gonna have.
He gonna have like 20.
He gonna have 20 touchdowns and 600 yards.
Nah, he's gonna have.
All goal line punches.
He'll get 1,200.
But I'm going to switch something I said earlier. I'm going to move Anthony Richardson to Offensive Player of the Year, and I'm going to move Nick Chubb to Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah, it could work. I like that, but I'm worried about Nick Chubb. That's like his third big leg injury.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But
he probably won't play the first couple games of the season.
I don't think he plays half the year.
No, he's gonna be back.
Yeah, I'm saying I feel like he just won't play.
I'm not rushing it though.
Couple games.
He got injured in week 2.
He got injured like weeks. Yeah, he got injured.
Hey, he's going to be back at the beginning of the season. Man just argued with me about medicine today because Jordan Stiller.
My thing is, I think they're going to take their time, though.
He might not play. I'm saying he's going to be
like
back,
JK tore his knee and hamstring in the preseason. He didn't play for a whole half the year.
Leg, bro. You seen that leg? That's nasty.
But I'm saying, like, it took him a whole half a year to get back to like football shape.
That was a break.
Yeah, Nick Chubb broke his shit completely and tore. I don't know. I could see him coming back early, but I think he's gonna be good to go. But they're not gonna just throw him out.
They're gonna baby it as they should.
Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford are gonna get carries, in my opinion, at the beginning of the season. But we'll see.
All right, Coach of the Year.
Dan Campbell.
Did he win last year? No.
D'Amico, I think, won. Wait, no. Did D'Amico win? No. Kevin Stefanski won. From the Browns. I got Dan Campbell, though.
Coach.
Who you got, Smooth?
I was going to say Mayo, but that would insinuate we at least make the playoffs. But that we make the playoffs.
Hey, you guys might be getting J.J. McCarthy. He might be the truth.
Big J.J. McCarthy.
Nah, they got him going to Minnesota, bro.
I've seen him. I've seen a lot going 3.
I think he might go to Minnesota. But coach of the year, I don't know who's going to have the best record this year. It might be D'Amico Ryans if he makes it to the playoffs again. I think so. With that team, he should. I think they actually make it to the AFC Championship.
I think he should have got it last year.
Yeah, I think D'Amico Ryans. I'm trying to think. I'm like John McDermott. Nope. His window gone. Eagles coach about to get fired.
It might honestly could be Matt LaFleur.
Nick Sirianni on ice. McCarthy on ice. Sirianni. You said not Sirianni, buddy from Jets. What's his name?
Sala, no.
He on ice. He's on ice. Like everybody's on ice, bro. So
the standard is the standard.
Mike Tomlin.
No,
Mike Tomlin is the second Coach of the Year. After leading the Pittsburgh Steelers to a 12-5 record. All right, man. That's way too early, man. All right, we're gonna run through first 4 rounds for the AFC East and do their draft picks. All right, let me get to it. Let's get to it. Can y'all see my screen? Fellas, see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Let's start the draft. Number 3, Patriots. Caleb Williams and Drake May are both off the board. So what do we want the Patriots to do here?
Jaden Daniels.
Come on, man.
Jaden Daniels. What?
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah,
I think
if he's still on the board, yeah, we taking him.
I don't think Jaden fits their culture over there.
Bro, if
Just-
Jaden Daniels is still on the board and we don't take him, bro, I'm not watching any.
It's gonna be JJ McCarthy.
I promise.
I think I do think if Drake May's not here, this pick gets traded. That's my opinion. But I'm fine drafting Jaden.
Wait, you're saying that he goes to Washington, right?
I think Jaden's going to Washington.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he's still on the board and we don't take him, then
if Washington drafts Drake May, you guys are trading.
How do y'all feel about this? I saw somebody talk about Drake May, a scout, and said Drake May is a quarterback that's going to get your head coach fired.
He makes a lot of mistakes. He's Josh Allen.
Hey, you sleep.
His first 2 years are going to be full of turnovers.
Said that about Will Levis.
No, they didn't say that. I said Will Levis.
In my opinion, I think if Jaden Daniels was here, I don't think the
top
Patriots
10.
draft him, and I don't think the Patriots draft JJ McCarthy either. I think they trade this pick
To get what?
trade with the Vikings or the Raiders to get more draft capital.
I would trade with the Vikings.
Would you think it's still gonna be a quarterback on the board?
I think y'all get a quarterback in the second round, maybe.
Second round, bro, when we got 2 first-round picks?
Yeah, y'all need other shit on that team.
It depends on who's there.
Depends on who's there.
But JJ McCarthy, I could see him getting a Vikings trade, but
Jaden
we're taxing the Vikings.
And we don't take him.
Yeah, they getting those 2 first-round picks, Chubbs.
We're taxing the Vikings. I don't even think they're going to get the first 2. I think they're probably going to get the number 11th and probably a future first and like a 3rd round or something like that. They're not getting both the firsts.
Yeah, I'm saying we get at least 2 firsts. So what we want to do here?
I don't care if you trade the Vikings, bro.
As a fan of the Patriots, I would take Jaden, but
All right,
Let's take Jaden.
that would be the smartest thing to do.
All right, next we have
the
Jets.
Brock motherfucking Bowers.
I say Brock Bowers too. Swoog, what you think?
Yeah.
Or do they go receiver?
No, they're going Brock.
Wait, who's on the board for receivers?
The guys that are in the back end of the first round.
Oh, Brian Thomas. That's it. That's really
AD's nice though. AD's probably going to get built.
All right, next we have the Dolphins on the clock.
Played in Jerzon, bro. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I say Jerzon as well.
Go to receiver because that's where they're going.
Chalk on at the end.
It's going to be AD.
I think so as well. What do you think, Swoog?
Wait, yeah,
it's going to be AD. AD's the.
All right, second round pick.
Yeah, Ravens getting Xavier Worthy. That's nasty. That's nasty. I don't like that.
Look at Jackson Powers dropping, but this doesn't make sense. They still got Creed. All right.
He can play guard though.
He can't play guard.
we go receiver here.
You go receiver here?
Not an edge.
Hey, lad, my dog, lad.
Y'all not getting lad.
No.
Let's see. He did terrible at his pro day, by the way. TJ Tampa. Yeah, absolutely horrendous.
That's good.
Damn, I didn't see that taken off the board.
Yeah, I might get Chris.
Chris Braswell's probably going to be an edge.
Yeah. I want to see what other edges are here. Yeah, I'll probably go Chris.
Probably go Braswell.
As a fan, Smooth?
Yeah.
All right.
Because ain't no receivers on the board.
The Dolphins. They go Kingsley.
They might go Jatavion.
You think Jatavion?
Well, you got to think about our friend Joey. He talks all this stuff about Brock Bowers. Jatavion is ranked 51. That's not a reach. Yes, Kingsley is a good pickup, but Kingsley's a left tackle.
Yeah.
You got Taron Armstead
For this 1 year. Then.
For 1 year, but you I mean, that's not the biggest. I don't know. They got Jonnu though.
Yeah, that's it. They just picked up Jonnu.
What does analysis say for this pick?
Brandon Fisk. Well, we got them somebody already. So then it's Kingsley then.
It's Kingsley probably.
I don't think Zach's here anymore. So yeah, it's Kingsley. The Bills.
Let me go DB.
You think DB? Still got Karen there.
Who?
Oh, that's in corner. Kyrie. I said they still got Kieran here. That tackle.
I don't know if they go that direction right there because they just went. But they lost their safety too. This is a tough one.
Yeah, I think it's either DB or
me personally.
DB or tackle for real.
I'm probably. I mean, obviously, if you're ever going offense, it'll be tackle. But I think they lost a lot defensively. I think this draft's going to be centralized defensive with the second.
You think they go Jaden?
Huh?
You think they go D line?
I think they either go to other D line. That can't be Chris Jenkins be the top one. It's either safety or D line, in my opinion. I don't mind Jaden. Jaden's nice.
They still got Taylor Rapp. Y'all want to go Jaden?
I might go Jaden here.
Smooth.
Yeah, I said they need DB.
They could go corner. They could go Kyrie.
But they got rid of both safeties, so and a corner too.
They got rid of Tre'Davious. And Jackson. I'd probably go corner here, Lane.
Well, we're on the Patriots now. We already drafted the
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad.
What do you guys want, Smooth? We gotta go here.
Y'all didn't get a quarterback yet. Sheesh.
We got Jaden.
You got Jaden actually. Okay.
We got receiver. I need a receiver.
Jalen Polk.
Nah, that's not. Where's this?
That's a good pick right there, DL.
You like Jalen Polk right here?
Polk is nice. So is Baker would be a good one.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Javon Baker, but personally, to me, he's a future Steeler. Y'all want to go Johnny? Get some size out there, man.
No, Coleman's the only full-state receiver I would accept.
Lane's gonna hate it when the Ravens reach the second round and pick up Javon Baker because I've seen that a lot. He's been talking about
go tackle. But
tackle.
Ain't no tackles available.
You got Big Blake. But I think receiver's better.
Yeah, receiver.
Who you want? I say Baker, in my opinion. Chubbs, who you say? Polk?
I say Polk.
Go Polk. I'm thinking.
Well, you got Polk was the number one receiver for Washington.
Is he number one? He was number one, right?
Yeah, but McMillan was too. Yeah. But McMillan flashed a bit more on tape than Polk at times.
And Pokel's a real fast.
But
dude,
but
fast
McMillan
receiver.
doesn't get enough respect like Polk does. Polk is was their receiver besides Rome.
Yeah, I figure around, but yeah, go Polk.
I would say Polk, in my opinion. But
Jets.
are we on the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
Go receiver. They're gonna pick up Javon Baker.
I can see that happening for real
I
too.
can see it happening. Brock Bowers and Javon Baker.
They're going big Javon, man. Patriots, Smooth, what do you want? You want Michael Pratt back up?
No.
That's a Patriot right there, though.
Let's look at him.
Go edge. You need an edge. See who's at. Oh wait, we picked up Braswell. Never mind.
Okay.
Picked up Braswell. You need a tackle. That's what we didn't get.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The best one is right there.
Right there.
It's either him. I mean, Matt Conclave's okay. Like he's not. Oh my god. But none of them really are.
Big McCaffrey.
There you got receiver.
They need more than one receiver. You want to get that tackle, Smooth?
Yeah, go tackle. I really think about to make some moves on free agency.
We got the Jets taking
Trades, name free agency.
You got all that money, so you might as well. We didn't get a tackle, so go tackle.
Big Christian Jones?
No, I don't like that. Did we get a? We got them. Baker, Brock, and who?
They only had 2 picks so far.
Okay. Shit. Go D-line. I don't mind that for them.
Well, Leonard?
Yeah.
Yeah, big Leonard. I think they're back up. But the Bills are up. We want to get them.
We got them receiver. We got them a DB, and that's the only 2 picks they've made.
Yeah.
They only had 2 picks.
Receiver, DB. Yeah, that's it.
Go. We got them a defensive tackle too, right?
No, I don't think we did. I gotta double check though.
I feel like I hate PFF that they keep like updating this thing, but doesn't tell you who you picked. It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. It would have been round 3, right?
Yeah,
We got him a safety.
Yeah, they didn't have no round 3 pick.
All right, so we got him receiver and we got him a safety. So what we're gonna look at. I know he did linebacker, but that's a reach. Look at D lineman and look at corners at the same time.
Yeah, DL guy right here, man.
I don't know. I can't really tell. Shit's
House
frozen. Oh, yeah, right there. Get him. Kamal is a dog. Kamal is a dog.
You're back up.
Now we'll go D-line. Yeah, we're going to go D-line. Because I don't like any of the tackles that are there. Unless, so either Christian Boyd or go to tackles. I want to see. I like Christian Boyd. He's one of my favorite D linemen. Besides like Gabe and them. But I'd probably go Christian Jones just based off best player PPA for their tackle position. Right. I probably would do that.
What do the Jets need?
They need a tackle as well.
Or a linebacker.
Big Cedric Gray.
I'm cool with that. I don't hate it.
All right, man. That is our draft for the AFC East. Next week we'll be back with the AFC North to run through that draft. All right, fellas. Give me your favorite jersey of all time.
Personally, right now, I mean, I know it's a favorite jersey. No, it's a hard favorite jersey of all time. Jerseys I like right now, personally. I mean, I might be basic as hell saying this, but I love the all whites that the Dolphins have. I just think that shit looks so clean. My opinion. I love the white helmet, white face mask, everything white. It looks clean on game day. But if we're talking about like traditional like jerseys, like all time, I really do fuck with the 49ers jerseys. I just think that their jerseys are just like classic. I like that jersey. And then the
49ers?
The 49ers and the Chargers powder blue jerseys. The old Chargers powder blue jerseys, not the new shits they have. Those are my two. And I like the Dolphins current all whites.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the powder blue color itself. Any kind of combination I feel like the Chargers put together with like their powder blue and yellow is a good combination for me. I also like the Rams. I think my favorite jersey of all time is the Rams, specifically the helmets with the spiral on the helmet.
The yellow spiral or the white one?
The yellow spiral.
Okay.
That yellow and blue combination. I don't know. I just like the yellow and blue when that in a uniform just kind of looks tough to me.
Are you talking about the yellow or the gold?
The traditional.
The one that Todd Gurley be wearing with the yellow gold.
Yeah. So the blue jerseys with the yellow on the shoulders and the yellow pant, like that combination. I like that yellow. The Panthers, I like the powder blue tops with the black pants.
They're all blacks are hard too.
All of those are definitely in my top. But like I said, the Rams are definitely my number one. But I also like the Ravens all black jerseys. All black jerseys are tough.
Apparently, they're cooking up a new look for a jersey. I'm just excited to see what the hell it's going to be because I've never seen anything but what they got going. But,
I'm gonna go with the Steelers old school white, like the Franco Harris ones. Love those jerseys. Was a huge fan of. I really like the Raiders jerseys, the old school Raiders jerseys. I like those a lot. The Orioles.
I thought you were talking about football.
The Oilers.
Oilers.
You said Orioles. I was about to say, man. I agree.
The Houston Oilers. I always like the Vikings. I always like the Vikings jersey.
I like their old style.
Yeah, the old style one. And the old school Phillies Eagles with just like the wing. The green one.
Kelly Green.
Tough. Yeah, that one's tough.
Kelly Green.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites. What were the Redskins white back in the day? That shit was Sean Taylor and Clem Forrest used to wear.
Yeah.
I love them jerseys, man. And people weren't really fans of them. I like the Dolphins' little orange jerseys they used to wear, man. I used to like those orange.
People don't like these jerseys, but I like the old school Jacksonville Jags teals.
Them things
are hard. Them things are hard.
Yeah, that green, right?
With the little Jaguar on the shoulder.
Yeah. And as far as like a plain, clean jersey, I like the Colts white jerseys. The plain, clean white Colts, I like that one.
Yeah, yeah. That's why that was the clean. That was the Dolphins was mine. Like did y'all like the new all whites that the Bengals have? At first, I was like, these are hard. Then I'm like, I don't really like it.
the helmet.
That was cool. I like y'all all black jerseys like DL said. Them shit was tough. Them shit was hard. I hated our Killer B jerseys. For some reason, everybody loved them shits. I hated
Yeah, them things is ugly.
This is as ugly as hell to me. The Killer
So wait,
B.
so what's the what right now? Before we go, what is the worst jersey in NFL right now?
Worst jersey in NFL right now.
I'm gonna say the Jets. I hate their new looks. I hate it.
In NFL right now.
That's a tough one. I'm trying to take a jersey I don't like.
I think Jets is like a high school jersey.
I'm trying to think. Let me see. I gotta look it up right now. See who jersey I don't like. That
The Lions, bro. The Lions jerseys are just.
I don't mind their jerseys. I like how they.
I like their
switch it up
color
a little
scheme.
bit.
Their jersey designs are ugly.
damn, that Bengals one is.
Oh,
ugly.
you know what I don't like? I'm sorry. I know they just got jerseys. Atlanta's jerseys are trash. I'm sorry.
They're one of my.
are
Their jerseys
trash.
back in the day were favorite. One of my favorite.
I'm talking about the new ones. Them
Bro,
things
I
are
can't-
garbage.
I can't get jiggy with the Browns jersey, bro. I could never get jiggy with the Browns shit.
I like
bro.
their white helmet though.
I can't. The Browns jerseys just literally do nothing for me, bro.
I mean, it's brown and orange, just like
I hated it ever since I seen it. This is ugly.
somebody smell like shit.
Yeah. Oh, dead, bro. All right, man. All right, guys. Till next time, we'll holler at y'all. We'll talk to y'all later, man. Isaiah Thomas got a full contract to the end of the year on the Phoenix Suns, so shout out to him. Sure, people rain on. But till next time, we'll rock out with y'all.